Welcome back, everybody, to Plant Nook Trading, and today I want to talk about how I bottom water my plants. So I start off with just one of these bins. This one is from Target, just the Bright Room regular. It's a fridge and freezer bin, but I just like using it because it's a nice big surface. And I just fill it out with water, and I will show you what I do next. Okay, now that I have this tub all filled up with some water, I will pick out my plants and make sure they have a hole at the bottom here, drainage hole, so they can actually suck up water. So this might be a little high, but it's heavy enough. And I'm also going to throw these propagations in here to get watered as well. So I'm just setting them all in here. They don't need to be equally spaced apart. Doesn't really matter because they're all just going to soak up water. So just get as many as that fit in here. This is all that I have right now for this week. So let that do its thing. And these are not super heavy without water in them. So just kind of putting them in the corner. Just make sure they're all just in the water, submerged, and I'm gonna let this run for probably 20-30 minutes or so, and you'll start to see like some more dampening at the top here as it gets more water. So we're just gonna let this run and show you guys what it looks like when it's done. So it's probably been about 20, maybe 25 minutes or so, and you can already start seeing on here that there's some wet spots right here from the water soaking up from the bottom here. And a couple more around here on the side. You see like a little bit of difference of colors here. So I think we're just gonna let these sit for another maybe 20 minutes or so. So full time will be about an hour. So we'll let this run for a little bit longer. Okay, it's been another 20 minutes. It's been about 45 minutes in total here for them being in the water. Since these are a little bit smaller, you should be fine by now. You can see a lot of like darker colored soil, which is wet soil here. So I'm gonna call this good for these ones, especially the ones down here getting really, really wet, which is awesome. So what I like to do is I'm just gonna put this over to the side now, and I'm going to grab a towel here. So I like to do so I don't get water all over the place. Just throw a towel down here, and I'm just gonna take these out and leave them on the towel for probably 15 minutes or so. Try to get the water out as much as possible. And they are a lot heavier, so I definitely know that they got watered. And you can see all the water kind of just dripping out of the bottom drainage holes there. So we'll get this all done here. And why I like doing bottom watering is one of the most important things that I think is that it really helps with gnats, in my opinion, because you don't have any of that water sitting on the top and you don't have any excess water just sitting at the bottom as well, and helps with root rot, just a lot of different things in general. But we had a gnat infestation last summer, and it kind of took us out. Probably about 20 plants or so that we just had to get rid of. Even after repotting and doing everything, it still didn't do anything. So now we just start bottom watering all the pots that we can, at least. And that's helped significantly in the past 9 months. So the end of the summer, into winter, and now into winter spring-ish. So I'm just gonna let these sit out here for a little bit, and I will show you when they're done and what they look like. So I've let these dry out for about 5-10 minutes, and now you can see that all these from the bottom watering are fully watered now, especially all the way to the top soil, which is awesome. So it really helps with gnats, like I said, and I really enjoy the bottom watering process. And it's really nice and easy because you can technically set it and forget it for a little while, for a couple hours, sometimes overnight, depending on how big the plant is. So it's very nice, and like I said, it really definitely helps, at least for us with gnats. So I'm gonna put these all back to where they're gonna go. These are my propagations that kind of just sit up top here. This one's gonna go back in the living room and wait for a couple more weeks and do this process all over again. So thank you guys for joining us in going over this bottom watering technique and how I use it and why I think you should use it, or at least try it out if you have any like gnat problems. And let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and I will make sure to respond to it. And have a great day, everyone.